Hi. It's Sheila or Mrs. Stitches. Hi, everyone. This is my channel about cross stitch. I am a cross stitcher that lives in Southwest Nova Scotia. And I went to my big event. This is about cross stitch, but first I got to tell you about my 24-hour event. This is my shirt that I bought. You had a choice of having a shirt or not, so I chose a shirt, and this is it. So it says, oops, a weekend in Wentworth, and what's it say on the bottom? Oh, probably can't see it. Family reunion. And then on the back, I got some personalization. I was initially, when I got the shirt, because this is the year of my 60th birthday, I was planning on, so it says Poppy Power 1964. So the year I was born, and Poppy's sort of my nickname on the basis of that I'm always happy and always up. So Poppy, as in the Trolls Poppy. I'm going to just pause you for a second and close the door over here. So the weekend was last weekend. Going into it, of course, my foot was cautious and a little sore at times, and I hadn't trained other than my big training, about 10K. 24 hours, do as many laps as you can. We were there for 6 hours, and then we came home. I got 5 laps in, so that is 22.5K. So pretty pleased with that. The weather was perfect. It was actually supposed to rain, but it was instead just kind of misty. And some people found it muggy, but because I was walking, I didn't find it so bad. First 2 laps went really well. 3rd lap I got lost on, and I think that kind of mentally took me down a bit. It was the trail was like this, and I went left instead of right. It actually would have met up, but I don't like cheating, so even when I saw the other trail coming up, I backtracked and did it right. So the 3rd one took me a long time, and then I was starting to feel my heel a bit, and then my husband joined me, and he walked with me on the 4th and the 5th. And unexpectedly, my back got really bad, which happens in long distance walking for me, but I think that was lack of training, and maybe things were just not quite right. My knee was bugging me too, but everything was great, and I recovered really well. So ironically, after the event, since then, the next day I was fine. I was absolutely fine. So I have been walking, I think 4 days this week, and the max I've done is almost 7K. So the registration for next year already opened up. So me and my husband are signed up for next year, and a friend from PEI, Indiana. Hi, Indiana. She doesn't watch this. So that's exciting. So really looking forward to next year, and I'll take the training a bit slower. And just I think my husband's kind of almost be my personal coach, but so it's going well, and I have I got the bar set low, so just beat this year's. So it was really good experience. I was really pleased. I would have liked to have done more, but that's always the case, so it's all good. I didn't hurt myself, and my heel has been really good since. Maybe it was all in my brain or my head, or I don't know, who knows. So you are here about cross stitch. So first, I'm going to start off with some stitchy kindness I got. So I Swear I Am Stitching channel, which is Sarah. I had lent her, Sarah, I did not need this back. You could have kept it, but thank you anyways. This pattern, which I had bought on Amazon. It says it's a DMC pattern, but you can't really find it, so I'm not sure what it says. Stitch DMC, and it's just like a little bound pattern. That was the pattern, 7 colorful birds, and she asked me where I got it. I looked and couldn't find it, so I just sent it to her. I got it originally as a kit, so it was just a pattern, and then she sent me a thank you, sent me back the pattern, but she also sent me, which was way kind of her, she is a quilter, and she made this bag. Isn't it adorable? Oh my word, with little wooden handles. It is just, and it even has like a little latch. It is just so cute and squared up corners. It is beautiful. Oh my word. Okay, so then she sent me also a little pouch, which is the theme of the 7 birds. This is, I think, the fabric that she made a pillow, and I think this is the backing fabric she did. But a little zippered pillow or bag. Amazing. That is going to be so handy. I haven't used any of this yet because this is the one time, I don't normally do this, but I decided not to use anything until I could see you guys and show you. So after this, I get to start using things. And I swear she's too kind. I swear she's too generous. This is a little needle minder it's a button needle minder. So a little magnet on the back. Awesome. I am always needing needle minders. And some yarn to make some socks. My husband saw this when I was opening this up, and he said, "Ooh, I like that." So you know what I'm going to be doing. So I usually make him a pair of socks every year. So hopefully I'll get his size right. I always seem to either make them too wide or make them too short or make them too baggy. I haven't quite gotten the size down, but maybe this will be the perfect pair. And unbelievable. This is some Bee Stitch Me, my first ever Bee Stitch Me hand-dyed silk yank of some floss. It's called Tea Leaf, 50 yards. 50 yards. So I think what I'm going to do with this is, I think I have to think it over a bit more, but I think I might buy a long dog sampler and use this for monochromatic long dog sampler, which I haven't done a full on monochromatic. Well, I am doing one right now, but anyways, that's sort of my thought process. I'm going to wait to find the perfect fabric that goes with this, and then find. But oh, wow. So I was spoiled. I hope that's everything. I think I tried to put it all together. And a magazine. She also sent me Punch Needle and Primitive Christmas Edition. Now, I had actually gotten 2 of these copies already from somebody else, one to be a giveaway, and I've been waiting for Christmas in July. So I have one more copy. I gave out one to a new cross stitcher friend, so I have one more copy of this magazine. So if you would like to win this magazine, this is last Christmas, Punch Needle and Primitive magazine, just say Christmas, and then you can get it for Christmas in July. I'll send it to anywhere. So if anybody was interested, and I got 2 copies, I'm going to keep one copy for myself, but another copy I will send off. So just say Christmas. Spread the love a little bit. So that was me getting spoiled. Sarah, I'll consider that as a happy 60th. So thank you very much. Very appreciated. And my first present of the year. Woohoo! Okay, so let's get to some cross stitching, shall we? I'm going to start off with, I don't know if I had started this last time. Gosh, I think I had. I remember now. I have a finish. So I think I had started this last time. This is Mary Amelia's Bird by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. So there you go. And I stitched this on Kaylee Tent Stitch Sew Me Shop fabric. Hopefully this will be, and there it is. Oh, isn't it beautiful? I used DMCs and kind of, I think this blue up here is actually supposed to be a little darker, but I used the right color for the DMC substitute, but mine's an old one, and I think it's just a different dye lot. And yeah, I was looking, it looked like it wasn't stitched there, but that's actually stitched there. So the original said in the bottom was charted to say Mary Amelia Grier, age 7 years. So, and I know lots of people have recharted this, so I joined the gang and recharted it also. And so what I put was, tomorrow the birds will sing. Tomorrow the birds will sing. I think that's a quote by Charlie Chaplin. It may have been a bit longer, but essentially, no matter what crap's going on today, tomorrow the birds will still sing. The birds will sing. Isn't it gorgeous though? Oh, I actually love this sort of old-fashioned type of stitching. And a gorgeous fabric by Kaylee Sewing Shop. I'm in her Fabric a Month Club. This was my second fabric that I got from her, and I'm enjoying to just find things to put on it. So it's great. Isn't it gorgeous? Hope that's my screenshot or my whatever, my thumbnail or whatever. So yeah, so I did that. That I was really addicted to. That probably took me, oh, I don't know how many, less than a week to stitch. I was pretty going gung-ho. I also got another finish. And the other finish is, oops, crap. I'll have to go pick that up. This is A Year in Black Work by, do I have the right side up? I think so. Peppermint Purple. And this was the 2021 sale. And I actually just randomly chose my colors. Just sort of, in the end, I actually, oh, I think I have this upside down. Sorry, I have it. Not that there's a difference, but I could just tell by the colors, because in the end, I had a bag of colors and I would just blindly grab a color, and unless it was super, super close, then I would change it out, but just bring it close. I do enjoy black work. It was a great travel piece at the end, because once you get a pattern started, if you get like half of a pattern started, you can figure out the rest to complete. But it is absolutely fun. So I will be buying more Peppermint Purple patterns, but I haven't yet. So that's on my list. I had to get this finished first, and now I'm back into doing all the other stuff and realizing I got lots of stuff to do. So, but that was my other finish. So those were my two finishes, and I am keeping track of my finishes. So those were finishes 29 and 30. So there we go. That's 30 for the year so far. I'm right on track for 60 in 2024. So that's great. Okay, next I have, let me just mark off what I've done here so I know that I'm on track. Oh, I wrote that one down twice. Oh, that's funny. Oh, okay, next I worked on, this is because I worked on it twice. That's why I wrote it down twice. This I was hoping to finish this year, but I don't know if I will, and so I'm actually going to give myself a bit of grace. But this is Glendon Place Sleepy Hollow. And I was going to try, you know how people break them up into 12 parts for the year. I was kind of trying to do that, but it really wasn't working for me. So I'm just working away at it. And I work on it on the 13th and the end of the month, be it a 31st or a 30th, whichever the case may be. So I worked on this the end of, I don't know when I'm not, oops, oh, I got all my colors here for next stitching. So I didn't have to dig them up. I'll leave those here. I'll fold them back in. So I'll just show you what I was working on. I got some hanging threads here, but let me just kind of move the hanging threads out of the way. This looks really, really, really all over the place. But I have ordered from 123 Stitch more of what I'm using for the moon, which is Celery by, I think, Gentle Arts. And then I wanted to work my way over. So I want to get all the stuff that is not the moon so that I can bring the moon in and do the moon behind. So I worked my way over to this flaming head. And so I worked on that on the 13th. And I got a long ways to go. So like I said, I'm going to give myself grace that I don't have to finish this year. It can be a finish for next year. I will just keep working on it on the 13th and the end of the month. So that'll be my thing. So there you go. That is, I think I did some of the moon up here on one of the days, and then I worked my way over to the flaming head, and then I'm doing the flaming head, and I got some more of the moon coming. I was actually using two colors in there, but I really like the celery, so I'm going to stick with the celery. I might still throw a little bit of the other one. The other one's got a little bit of brown in it. It's called Banana, and it's okay, but I don't like it as much. Okay, so that's Sleepy Hollow. We'll put you down there. Next is my daily. This is the Heaven and Earth Designs 2024 Sal. And there were 10 choices of what you wanted to work on. I picked Astro Cat by Chiro Machete. And the idea is you can do whatever you want, but if you finish the whole thing, which is around 60,000 stitches by the end of the year, which would mean the first time I ever finished a Hade, then you get 2 free patterns from the Heaven and Earth Designs page. So there you go. So I have a goal to finish this by the end of this year. I am right now at, I think I'm at about 36% total. They haven't released all the pages yet, but I've done it on Stitch Pal, just putting in what the total stitch count is and how far it has gone. So that's what I'm truly am. So yeah, so I'm still got this to do to finish off these pages, but I figured with the pages coming out, I might just leave a bit so that I can, the next pages come out July 1st, and it'll cover the whole next row underneath. So it'll be a little bit more cohesive. So I had been working over here. I did quite a bit over here, and then I've been working a bit in here, and then I just recently came back over here. So this is Astrology Cat. It is very, very cool. So yeah, so that's my daily. Right now I'm trying to put in 200 stitches a day. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. So we'll see. I think I'm mostly caught up right now. I might be a little, oh, sorry, that's loud. I just don't want to lose my things, so I put them on. It's just the way it is. I could have put the fabric in, but I didn't. So anyways, so mostly caught up on that. I might be just a tiny bit behind. I think I need 171 stitches a day, and I've been doing 168 a day by average. And when I'm home like this, I'll try to throw 200 in. So there we go. So we'll see. I haven't worked on it yet today. Next, if you recall, I was doing a pattern a month from, they were a free flower month by, I think, Mary Stroh, can't remember her last name. She's I believe a Dutch designer, or was. She's passed away now. But they're still available free on her site. But anyways, I was doing a flower. They were the birth flowers of the month. I did not do May's. And so I believe this is May's, and it's Lily of the Valley. It's either May's or June's. So I'm off on this. So we'll see. We'll see if I get back on track. I kind of lost my momentum on doing these a bit, but I got them all downloaded, so I still have the opportunity. But if I get sidetracked, I get sidetracked. So I might see about this one and then maybe do July's for sure, because that's my birthday month. So maybe do that one and get back on track then and see if I can catch up. But I think being ahead or on track right now for my 60 finishes took some of the pressure off. So next month I will no longer be back on track. So I will have to put the pressure back on, but we'll get there. So that is a whip that I started and I was working on. So this is Lily of the Valley. So it's mostly just greens and whites. Very pretty though, different. Okay. Then we have this one. So I have a seasonal Sunday, and I just finished working on this today and then decided to make the Flosstube. I did tell you what the date was, didn't I? It's June 16th, Sunday, June 16th. So out of Cross Stitch the Earth, I'm calling it Nature Flux. And here's the picture. And it's got the 4 seasons. So there you can see. And so I'm going to work on it in the seasons. And so next Sunday will actually be after the summer solstice. So I had to finish off spring, and I did. I finished it off this morning. So that is my spring section done. So this is done on 20 count Aida and white Aida. And there you go. So what I finished off since last I saw you was I finished off these little ducklings, and then I finished off, those are the eggs and tadpole, and it becomes a frog. So this kind of transitions into all the next ones. So some things are on both sides. So summer will be next, obviously, and that was my spring. It was a great stitch spring, and I'm glad this is quite doable. So a very, very fun stitch. Very pleased with that. Oh, I just lost my pen. How could I just do that? That's silly. Huh. Oh well, I won't check it off. Okay, next is almost a whip that I forgot that I was working on. You probably didn't forget that I was working on. Just 1 minute, I gotta grab the sheet. Oi. Okay, I reached it. Wow. So this was supposed to be my May finish, my start and finish. It is the Octopus Biscornu by Tiny Modernist. And I have actually, I haven't almost finished it, but I have done some work on it. So I have finished the octopuses, and now I am working on backstitching them and just backstitching a box around them. So there you go. So let's see, this is actually the way up. Not that it makes a difference. It doesn't really make a difference. Let me move the needle minder out of the way. Okay, so this was the very first octopus I did. Yeah, that's right. And so you can see not backstitched and backstitched. What a difference. Or I think these are fully backstitched. So what I did was I worked all the octopuses, and then I'm doing the backstitch the reverse way around. And it's really great because as you're doing the backstitch, you find you miss some stitches. So that's awesome. So really, really handy that. So, and then the backstitching is fairly easy because it's just one color, and it's fairly easy to do, and it really makes a difference. So it looks awesome. Like I love the face in the end with the backstitching. So then there'll be a box around this, which I started doing. I've done most of it. And then I just have, I don't know if I can show you. There's this little pattern that is just around the corner. So it's just done on the outside. So it's not a big, I'll show you as a quick, it's like that. So you can see it's just around the outer edges. It's not a big amount. And so then you stitch that, and then you turn one just a little bit, and you're just putting them together. So my goal with this is to actually fully finish it. So I still have a bit of work to do, but not a ton. So that's my Octopus Biscornu. Hopefully it will be fully finished by the time I see you next. That will be my goal, fully finished by the time I see you next. Okay. And I did remember what my other two starts are for June, but I haven't gotten to them yet. So they are a Tiny Modernist. So I have a new rule with myself. You can't have more than one artist on at a time. So I do have to finish that first before I can start. And it's called the Moons and Moss. And the other one is, did I just blank on it again? I just blanked on it again. Wow. That brain is just really, really failing me. Oh, well. I'll remember, or I won't, and you will see it or you won't. So there you go. They're both like little patterns. They're both patterns that are upstairs. I remember seeing them, and I actually was thinking I could do the same fabric for them. But okay, let's see what else we have on our list. So that's why I was going to do a shout out. So I'll do a shout out right now. So this is Jenny Crafts and Reads. I will put her link below. She is sort of a new cross stitcher, or not new to Flosstube, kind of. She actually used to be around a long time ago. So she actually comes, I believe she's Canadian. I think she's in Ontario. And she's, I should have written down more right after I watched her, because I've watched others now and I get kind of confused. But she has lots of really, really neat projects. She has a lot of great advice that came across. Can't fully remember it at the time. She mentioned some mistakes, but she does her introduction. She does do a whip parade, and it is entertaining. It's very, very entertaining. She comes across a little bit dry or uncomfortable at first, but then she got really into it and she started smiling, and it was really, really entertaining. So I highly recommend her. Jenny Crafts and Reads. I believe she's got quite a bit of modern folk embroidery, and like she has at least one full coverage. She's got some long dogs. I can't remember it all. I should have rewatched it before I talked to you guys. That was a mistake on my part. Okay. I didn't bring that one. So, oh, and then this is the final one I'm going to show you. So the other one that I didn't bring is Birthday Cake, which is a Carol Manning, and I'm trying to finish that one probably as my next finish besides Octopus Biscornu. So for those that don't know, every month I'm picking 2 starts, and I like to try to make those starts and finishes. And then I also been trying to finish my previous whip. So anything that's kind of got headway that I can actually make into a finish, I pick as a finish. And so that was where the Year in Black work came, and there's been others. So my next finish along that lines is going to be Birthday Cake, which I started 2 years ago on my birthday. And so it's a Carol Manning Designs. I think I got about 10,000 stitches left, but it does go fairly fast, but I got to work on it. So come July month, I will be fully focusing on it till I finish it, and I will get it done. But I'm going to, in the meantime, try to whittle it down, maybe get it down to 6,000 stitches or something like that. And so I've been working on it a bit, but it's really hard to see the progress because it's a geometrical, but you will see it. Actually, what I'm trying to do is complete all the colors except for Ecru, which is the majority. And then I'm just filling in. So that's sort of hopefully my goal. So last thing to show you is I'm in the Frosted Pumpkin Arctic Animals cell. And we got our second part out on, I think, just a couple days ago. I think it was June 11th, something like that. And it's a walrus. And I think I'm going to be okay. So I messed up. I had a beautiful piece of picture this plus fabric, and it was going to be plenty big enough. And then I miscentered it. And so this all should be shifted over this way. But I think that this is my edge. So actually I had tons of margin. So I think I still have a 2-inch margin. So I am fine, and I will cut it after I'm done. But this was the first part over here, which was the Arctic Fox and the Vole. And those I wrote their name in Gaelic. And so it is Shamanuk, and Schnekde and Lamla. Schnekde is snow. So it's like a snow fox and a vole. And then this is going to be a walrus. And so after, it'll have a little sign saying its name too. Afterwards, I will look up what walrus is, and then I will stitch that in Gaelic also. So there you go. So that's the start. I think I just did that last night. So I had to bring the water all the way across. And these are wave action. And then this is the actual walrus. So that's fun. So it shouldn't take very long. I don't think it's a very big stitch. So I try to want to keep on top of that. So I'm just working on it and going. So I think that's everything. So coming up, we're in June. No more real life things at the moment, so that's good. Can work on the garden and work on my stitching. So what I want going forward is, like I said, work on Birthday Cake. Want to finish off this cell part, keep up with my astrology cat, finish off Octopus Biscornu, keep up with my seasonal cell, my seasonal nature flux. And then I'm going to have my 2 June whips that I'm going to work on. And because I can't remember what they are, and it's bugging me like crazy. I'm going to pause and go get them. So, okay, I'm back. So this will be my June start and finish, hopefully. And this is by Tiny Moderness, Moss and the Moon. And I might even work on that on the full moon. And then the other one, it would not have come to me. I was actually, oh, it's that. And I won this from Somi Sherry. No. Just So Sherry. And this is the Cottage Garden Samplings, The Clown. And you can see how I meant that they probably could have similar backgrounds. They're very similar. So I might be using a Kaylee fabric. I might use one of my other fabrics, but anyways, The Clown. So I have to still pull all the threads for that. It's not too bad. Don't have any of the weak dye works, but looking at it, I don't even think it really needs the specialty threads. I do have some specialty threads, so we'll see what I use. So those are my starts and finishes, and those are both pretty big ones. So we'll see, and I might work a bit on more flowers, get some more of those done. We'll see. I just got to get 5 finishes in June. No, in July. I'm caught up for June. So maybe these will be my June, Julys. Maybe that'll give me some grace, and that works. So we'll see if I have these started by the time next time I see you. So I will see you again at the end of the month, and I think that's everything. Remember, if you are interested in the magazine, the Punch and Needle Primitive magazine, say the word Christmas, and I might just throw a few clips in at the end of something from our travels. I got something, I'm sure. Oh, I know what I got. We were traveling across Nova Scotia, and we came across some blanding turtles. I think they may have been nesting at the side of the road, so I did a little film of that. And we were in Halifax at one point, picking up our birds from the bird sitter, or dropping them off. I can't remember which, and we went across the bridge, so I filmed that. So didn't film any from the actual event. My husband took some pictures, so I'll see if I can get those. But he may have taken a little film. I'll see what I can get. So anyways, take care, everybody, and I will chat to you in a couple weeks. Bye.